No, there's a whole pack of wolves out there, but.
Oh, there are. Okay. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Well, look, we can get started. Look, folks, I just wanted to quickly go through the business presentation, talk about some of the talking points, and then we're going to get into. Did you share, Wayne? Did you share the document that I sent you this week? The formula for leadership for financial massive.
No,
financial
I haven't
results?
yet. I haven't yet, Frank. I haven't yet. But you're welcome to. Must I put it on the screen?
Okay. Well, you can share that with all your TC. No,
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, after. Let's go through the business presentation and we'll take a look at that. Okay.
Okay. Just so that you know, Frank, the goal of this is to actually get the team to qualify to become elite team members.
Elite team members. I want them all to become global coordinators. Never mind elite team members. Dion, can you not hear me? I hear you guys very, very loud and clear. Wayne, how do you hear me?
Very loud.
Okay, clear. Okay. Dion, is
Crystal.
it better now? Loud and clear. Okay, Dion, maybe turn up your speakers, mate. Okay, good
He's
to
good.
go. There we go. All right, guys, I'm going to blow through the reason. I mean, I say blow through. I'm going to go through it very quickly because really most of it you already know. I thought I'd like you to hear how I present it in case it has, some type of effect on you. If I leave you with anything of any value. So we'll just jump right into this. Okay, this stuff hasn't changed except we're now in our 10th year. And we've earned over $90 million now, okay? So 10th year, over 90 million. We're at about 900 offices in 127 countries, but they're all listed on that website. Obviously, it's a ground floor opportunity, and it will be for the next year. We're just beginning. All of this is just starting now. The whole Star Network program is just starting. Even when we have 1,000 people a month coming in, we will only be just beginning. I say that because the last company I was involved with is a company called Visalis, and in, let me figure out how many months was it again? 37 months, we brought in a team of 400,000 people. So we were seeing 200 to 300 people a day. That's one team in one company. So when I say company-wide 1,000 people, we'll just be warming up, okay? Just starting. And again, I will explain to you after why this is the finest business opportunity in the world today. Bar none, go and look far and wide as far as you want. You'll never find anything like it, period, ever. Best advertising solution, we already know that. You guys are all veterans. You know all about this, and you know about this. Now, quite frankly, here in St. Martin, we're selling it for $299, the Ultra. In Singapore, $399, but that's because the Singapore dollar is worth less. In Europe, they're getting 299 euros. Lots of flexibility there. If the person is going to do all the work and all the setup, by all means, you can sell it to them for $60. But what we found in the past is even though the merchant says they're going to do it, they don't do it, and then guess what? They blame us that it doesn't work. So charge them the extra $40 a year. Listen, it works out to 25 cents a day. I can't do the rand conversion. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's pennies a day. There's nothing to talk about. You can't even buy a third of a cup of coffee for what we charge for a yellow ad, a website, and a mobile phone application, period. Okay. We all know about this. There are very few changes, right? The changes are in the second part, so I'm not going to dwell on this unless I see something worth talking about. This is all stuff we know about. Trillions video, you should be using the Trillions video when you visit a merchant. It's been very, very effective, the Trillions video. The two girls here that are selling on the island have now sold 86 contracts in less than 60 days. 86 contracts at $299 in less than 60 days. Do your math. The average salary here is $950 per month. Obviously, a massive life-changing event for these two young ladies and their young children. Fantastic, fantastic success story. They're highly motivated, obviously. We all know about the revenue share. There's nothing really to talk about here. The only thing I might want to mention is sometime in the near future, some of you may know we are going to be going public in the next few years. And so it's early now to do it. It won't happen before 2017. But we're going to give an option in the future where people can use their revenue share not only to buy Ultra Codes, but to buy shares in the company pre-IPO. Okay, so again, I can't answer any questions on that, obviously. It's way in advance, but I just want you to know that moving forward, those revenue share dollars will have different ways to convert. Okay, so now I want to talk about where you're going to face this issue once in a while. You become a 10-star member, you get a $200 revenue share, and every time you refer somebody, you get a $200 revenue share. And so what's wrong with this picture? Well, what's wrong with this picture is you and I paid $200 each, and the company's paying $600, right? We put in $400, and they're paying us $600. So right away, people are going to say, well, that's impossible. Can't work. That's got to be a pyramid. That's a scam. It's going to collapse. Blah, 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 blah. But of course, those of us that are in the know, we know that the dollars for the team builder revenue share come from all the revenues, the 3-star, 5-star, MSP, all the revenues of all the other products that are sold. So here's two things I want you to look at. When you convert your revenue shares, you're basically buying an Ultra Code for $10. That Ultra Code is now good for 3 years, which means it's less than 1 penny a day. Okay, 10 years of research and development being wholesaled to a sales field for less than 1 penny a day. You got it? I mean, it's simple. No company will ever do that, ever. We will never have competition because no company can sustain themselves. If you add up all the payouts in the compensation plan, it's over 90%. Not sustainable. It's impossible. You can't give the stuff away and then give away all the revenue unless you're a division with one purpose, and that is to bring in 5 million new merchants in the next 3 to 4 years prior to us going public, which becomes an opportunity, by the way, for all the presidents, all the team coordinators in the company, a unique opportunity. So when people say, well, you can't do it. No network marketing company can survive on less than, on more than 50% paid into the comp plan. We pay out over 90% because we are not a company. We're a division of a successful company that has developed this division with one purpose, and that is to bring in a ton of merchants. That's our equity. Okay, so again, guys, if you have questions, hold on to them until the end. I just want to get into some of the talking points. Obviously, we all know about the Ultra. I mean, there's nothing like it, right? I mean, if you just look at the future option that's coming in where every merchant will be able to broadcast 2 to 3 times a year to all 4 million people in the AI yellow and white pages, all of them, worldwide, and you add to that 1,000 unique visitors a year with their profiles to raise in Google rankings, the value of that alone is more than what we charge retail for the Ultra. Forget the yellow ad, forget the website, and forget the mobile app. Now, many of you know from the videos, it's a common statistic, 90% of the global economy is small business. So sole proprietorship, small business, mom and pop shops, 92% worldwide are yet to have a website. Now, I did not believe that statistic until I moved to St. Martin, because the United States, believe it or not, 52% of small businesses do not have a website. Singapore, highly advanced Asian country, 53% of small businesses do not have a website. So these are we are hard hitting. We're offering a yellow page alternative, a website, and a mobile app for nothing, virtually free. Now, I'm going to talk to you about why I feel it's impossible not to make a sale. You walk into a merchant, and unless they're completely that, right? It's almost impossible not to come out with something. What's their response? Their response may be, I don't have the money today. Terrific. Give me some post-dated checks. I like your restaurant. Tell you what, I'll exchange this for a credit in your restaurant. Food cost is 25%. They'll be very open to that. So what we have is people going in, they're getting a $300 credit in a restaurant that they like for $10. For $10. So, you can do anything. I just spoke to a fellow that became a coordinator in 2 days in Texas. He's now 4 for 4 sales today. He's visited 4 merchants. He's got 4 sales. This last one, he just left me a message. He said, I just got the 4th one. He said, I got a haircut, $150 of massages. He went into some spa, and $150 of massages and a check for $150. And he's already got 4 sales today. Okay? It's virtually impossible not to walk out with something. So, just keep yourself flexible. Look, even if you took in dollars, 6 post-dated checks for $50, what's the problem with that? You already made a $40 profit with the first check. The rest of the checks are free money, right? Don't get a no. Give them the terms, do whatever it takes to get the order. 5-star, 3-star, we know all about this. I've got some changes we're going to be talking about in a minute. Team bonus, we are going to teach a culture of 5 who get 5. And I'm going to prove to the world that any new 10-star can become a coordinator in 1 week if they so desire. A contact list of 150 names and a Facebook campaign is guaranteed to make this 10-star into a coordinator the first week. There is no way, unless you're a complete loser with zero credibility, that people slamming the door in your face, and even then, if they did, you wouldn't even know 150 people. There is no way to go through a contact list of 150 names and make the calls, 30 calls a day, and not get people on board. It's impossible, especially if you're working with your upline support. Impossible. We're going to change the whole mindset of this company. Until now, it's been turtle action. We talk about going coordinator, 30 days. What 30 days? We've had people do it in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 day. Right? There's no more tomorrow. Whatever can be done tomorrow can be done far better today. I want everybody right now in this room, all 12 of you, to become global coordinators, and we can achieve that within 6 months if you follow a plan. Are we going to have to work? Yes, we're going to have to work. This is network marketing, not work marketing, right? So you get a commitment. Look, 75% is what the company says the statistics is of the number of people that, a percentage of people that do direct selling only. Fine, God bless them, let them go have fun. And when they go on vacation and no money comes in, then maybe they'll figure it out. You need a commitment from 5 people, only 5, and I'm coming up with a commitment contract. 5 people that say to you and look in your eyes and say, I will do whatever it takes to become a coordinator. If they're not willing to say it, move on, next. You need 5. And with those 5, you can build an empire. All right, so just on the team bonus, 5 will get 5. This is a matrix that overlays our unilevel compensation plan because it has dynamic compression. And I guarantee you that within 6 to 12 months, there'll be hundreds of you that have thousands of people inside of 10 levels paying you thousands of dollars a month on a residual basis. And this is only as a 10-star. You know, as a TC, you earn an additional $1. Okay, so I won't have to come back to that later. Everybody understands this, I'm sure. And guys, if there's a question, just put it out, but we'll answer it at the end. Okay, everybody knows this. We're moving on. We now have 4 steps. Why do we have 4 steps? Team coordinator seemed like a bit of a reach for somebody looking at the business for the first time. They didn't understand that really what they needed to become was a coordinator. So that's what I introduced. The 4th step, just to try and create a smooth segue so that people can move into this. 4 steps to a 6-figure income within 12 months. Anyone can do it, especially if they adopt the mindset that a coordinator can be created in 7 days. Okay? Period. Don't tell me 10 days, I'm saying 7. And we've already seen 2, 3, and 4. No, same day, 2, 3, and 4. On this in the last 2 weeks. Okay, the bonuses you get. So here it is, coordinator, you get 5 team coordinators, you get $1,000 in revenue shares, which allows you to buy, how many? 100 Ultra codes with a $30,000 value. What business opportunity in the world does that? Sponsor 5 people, and we're going to give you highly sellable inventory with a retail value of $30,000. You know what? People who come from other companies and see this, they're like, their jaws hit the floor. They're dumbstruck. They can't believe it. They go, what? What did you say? What do you mean? Explain that. How? What? Yes, 100 Ultra codes that you can retail for $299 US. And you're going to get now not $1,000, but $1,200 in e-vouchers. 20 5-star e-vouchers that have to be used and redeemed in the first 90 days. This is not something you're going to put on the shelf. You've got to go out there and build. And folks, if you're building with me, it means you're working. And if you're working, this stuff's going to move. Don't forget, you can use it as an incentive. Person comes in. You can use it as a closing tool. I'm going to give you 6 extra codes. You can take those codes, bundle them into 2 packages of 3, and this is an extra $600 for you, right? As a gift. Give them that, and then you upgrade them to 10-star. Okay. Team coordinator, help those 5 people become coordinators, and they're going to get the same reward. They're each going to get $30,000 in resaleable inventory, plus $1,200 in e-vouchers that they have to use in 90 days. Okay, everybody understands this. Everybody understands this. Okay, when we say to unlimited levels, it means to the 2nd generation team coordinator. To the 2nd generation team coordinator. Now, the only way you can get them on both, I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, and here the extra $1 for every member product purchase reorder. Okay, so $2 on the 10 levels, or actually $2 till the next team coordinator. That team coordinator could be on your 19th level, in which case you're collecting the $1 on 19 levels. Okay, 10% matching bonus. I want to talk about this for a second. Suppose Wayne sponsors Joe, who sponsors Billy, who sponsors Betty, who sponsors Linda, who sponsors Diane, who sponsors me. I end up on Wayne's 6th level, half the world away. He has no idea who I am. He likes me, but he has no idea who I am. And I go out and I tear this thing up. And in 3 weeks, I'm a team coordinator. Because there is no team coordinator between myself and Wayne, I am now permanently coded to Wayne for life. Even though Diane, who sponsored me, becomes a TC later on, I'm still permanently coded to Wayne for life. 10% matching bonus. I go out and make $100,000 selling 10-star packages, 10%. I go out and make $1 million bringing in 10 stars, 10%. For life. It's a game changer, folks. The revenue share and the 10% matching bonus are both game changers. Now, this is going to change because an EC actually is going to happen when a TC has their first TC underneath them. So this will be an EC with one line down to another TC, and actually this slide will come after that slide. Because really you're only collecting the 10% matching bonus on your TCs, right? But once you've done that, you're now promoted to EC. And we'll deal with the questions after. Okay, national shares, global shares. The training videos are being created right now. I was finished writing them yesterday with Rick, and now he sent me some of the samples to put some final corrections on it. Look, it's straightforward. You now become a global coordinator with your 5th team coordinator. Okay? So you become an EC when you have one TC. And when you develop 4 TCs, when you get to the 5th, you're a global coordinator. From that point on, you're collecting national and global shares. So suppose, because we use this example here, help 10 members on your team. Let's use the 10 members on your team. I want you to set aside all money. Forget about everything else we talked about. Okay, because look, 5 people who get 5 people. Is it going to duplicate perfectly in a week? No, it doesn't matter. Suppose this, that, the other thing, for whatever reason, 5 who get 5 on 6 generations will generate over $20,000 a month only in team bonuses. 5 who get 5, who get 5, who get 5, who get 5, who get 5. 6 generations. Not a big deal. Over $20,000 a month just in team bonuses. But now we're going to talk about global shares. Global shares. National share minimum. Global share minimum 1,000 a month. In the next 12 months, if we work together, we will build you 10 TCs. 5 will get 5. Team of 30 people. 300 in total. 300 in total. Anybody who's been in this industry knows what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about 300 a day. I'm talking about 300 over the next year. Okay? 10 times 200, 6 times 1,000. 8,000 a month. 12 months, $96,000 a year from revenue pool only. Only. Nothing to do with the team bonus, nothing to do with the 10% match, nothing to do with the $50 to unlimited levels, nothing to do with the revenue shares, nothing to do with the sale of the ultras, nothing to do with anything. Just this. Global shares. 10 team coordinators in the next 12 months. And that's why we can say with absolute certainty that anybody who has the desire can achieve it. This is a small hurdle. If you look at the rewards, it's ridiculous. Is it worth to put effort in for 1 year and then get paid for the rest of your life? I think so. Where I come from, yeah. And for 99.9% of this planet, yes. There are tens of millions of people that would give anything in the world to be a part of the STAR network. They just don't know it exists yet. We've got work to do, folks. We have work to do. Wayne, let's see if we can pull up that document, would you please?
Good ducks.
The document, I don't know if I can put it up here. You know, the massive wealth one. Now, this is all going to harken back to what I've been talking about now for a few minutes, and that is what happens if you teach a mindset. Yes, it takes 30 calls a day. Listen, and the young ones on Facebook campaigns, they don't even have time to make the calls. They get so many inbox responses to the challenge to change their life. Are you able to do it, Bud?
It will be almost done.
Okay, wait a second. I might be able to do it here. 1 second here.
Almost there.
Yeah, I think I can do it. You are sharing your screen. Cancel. I'm not going to update this now. Okay, hold on. I got it. I got it. Load, cancel. Thank you. Minimize this. So this document is going to load.
There you go, Frank.
Yeah.
Frank,
I'm putting it up.
it's on.
Yeah.
It's on already.
Okay, you've got it on and I've got it on? All right, blow it up.
Blow it up.
Yeah, make it bigger.
Did that go bigger?
Not yet. Look, can you guys read that? Well, I can't see the box now. Let me read it to you. How long should it take a new 10-star to achieve the status of coordinator? 30 days, 60 days? That's what most people say. I asked the Italian team that last week. Now they're number 2 in the world. I said, forget it. We're erasing your brains. We're going to brainwash you. What 30 days? One lady said 2 weeks. I said, you're on the right path. 7 days. What I want you to adopt is a work formula to create massive wealth. A new 10-star can become a coordinator, thank you, in 1 week with your help, not by themselves. If you tell them, go do it, guess what's going to happen? They're going to fail. Your responsibility. Okay, so now 1 week, you're going to say, what? Now you're going to tell me how difficult it is to get it done in a week? No, it isn't. It is not difficult. And I'm going to show you that it's only your perception that makes it difficult. So here are the analogies I use. If I gave you a 100-pound, whatever you guys call it, kilo pounds, bag of stones and told you to carry a bag of stones up a mountain, and when you got to the top of the mountain, you could keep the stones, you'd tell me, Frank, are you nuts? I'm not doing it. But what happened if the bag was filled with diamonds? You would dance backwards doing somersaults up that mountain. Why? Why? They're both rocks, right? This is worth more than a bag of diamonds. For anybody that says they can't become a coordinator in a week, if I offered you $20,000 to get it done next week, every single one of you could do it. Every single one. Why? You know, they say in the game of rugby that the chances of a team scoring in a match grow exponentially when they get close to the goal line. Why? Because they can see it. If you can put this in your head and see it, you'll understand. If you say, yes, $20,000, I can become a coordinator in 1 week. I just showed you how you can earn $30,000 a month in less than a year by creating a simple process of 5 who get 5. Now, if you take 60 or 90 days to complete that 5, well, it's going to take a whole lot longer. If you do it in a week, and it'll never be perfect, within a matter of months, you'll be down 4, 5, 6 generations, earning tens of thousands a month. Okay, so, sorry guys, I've got fabulous dogs here that protect the property, and they also make a lot of noise. Somebody drove up their car here. I'm at the top of a hill, and it's a very, very steep hill, and sometimes people have trouble trying to turn around, so they come up here to turn around. The pooches do their job. How to make any willing 10-star a coordinator in 1 week. Get a rock-solid commitment that they'll do whatever it takes to get the big money. They want the big money. If they can't look you in the eye and say it, move on. Next. Go do some direct selling, son. We'll sell some ads. Come back later when you figure it out. Help them create a contact list of 150 names. I'm telling you, it is virtually impossible to make 150 calls and not get 5 people on board. It's impossible. In my 18 years in this business, it has never happened. The chances are they'll get 15, which is great. They don't have to stop at 5. And using the Fast Start training, make a minimum of 30 calls a day. Be most effective is 3-way if you're listening in on those calls. And if you use the system, they'll have 5 to 10 in a week. Guaranteed. Support 2 generations of growth. People will do what they see you do. You worked with your 5. You helped your 5 get their 5. I would say even go down to 3rd level. Just supervise your 5 helping their coordinators become coordinators. That's how you teach, by witnessing and supporting. But once you do that, look folks, here's the deal. If you start it right, it goes forever. We're standing in front of a lake. The lake is like a mirror. There's not a ripple on the lake. And now we take a stone in our hand and we throw it as far as we can. It goes into the middle of the lake. Once that stone hits, there's a splash. It causes ripples, and those ripples go right to the end, and you cannot stop them. That's why it's so important to start the right way. It's critical. Teach 2 generations of growth how to build. Support the 3rd generation. And then lead your team to create that support. They'll get the results that way. Right? Okay, let's look down here a little bit. Here's the... is there 2 pages of this? Oh, yes. Okay, I got it. Action can control.
Okay.
Let's take a look here. 5 will get 5. Put in your mind you can do it in a week, guys. Just put it in your mind. Yes, it takes work. Let's look at the rewards. Level 1, coordinator. Level 2, team coordinator. Level 4, you're an executive coordinator. Level 5, you're a global. Level 6 is crazy money. Because add all those numbers up times $1 and now double it. Right? Because as TCs, you get 2. Crazy money. All right, so 6 generations, you get 5, you get 5, you get a total of 19,530 times $1 is a 10-star times $2 is a TC. Yes, you'll have some TCs in there to break it, but you'll be earning at least $25,000 to $30,000 a month, only with the $1 bonus. How many 10 stars did you enroll? 5. Did you help them become coordinators? Of course. Did you teach them to do the same thing you did to start? Of course. Was this worth 2 to 3 works of good effort? I'm not going to answer. We have the greatest opportunity in the world, folks. There's no question about it. We're watching these little girls here on the island averaging 2 sales a day. $600 a day. We used to make $900 a month. Now they're making $3,000 a week. You go out, you visit the merchants. I have one guy, I told you here today, 4 for 4 today. And it's only 11:36 in Dallas. He's in Dallas. 4 for 4 today. Go out and build. Visit the merchants. They'll tell you I can't, come back next week. Go back next week. Try to find any way to make the sale. Barter. Same thing as cash, folks. If it's something you want, just as good. Just as good. But if you can average 2 sales a day, $150,000 a year, base pay. 1 sale a day, $100,000 a year, base pay. 3 sales a week, $50,000 a year, base pay. $4,000 a month, base pay. Show me any business in the world that can do that. It doesn't exist. Show me any business in the world that lets us earn 96% profit on retail sales. Does not exist anywhere in the world. I mean, you've got to work harder than you've ever worked in your life, period. You got one shot at this. This is the beginning of something. How many times does something start? Once only. One opportunity to kill it. It's unlimited, folks. This is why I say to everybody, either you lead, you follow, or you get the hell out of my way. Because we're going to be bringing in 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people a month. People on this conference today are all positioned to make more money than they've ever made in their life. In fact, a lifetime of income in just the next couple of years. Stay the course. Go to work. Don't stop. Don't get distracted and don't get discouraged. I think I pretty much covered what I wanted to cover for today. Wayne, is there anything else you'd like me to talk about?
Just thank you so much, Frank, for your support. And this was a kick butt presentation. And yep, I think the team here are hungry and they've got direction. And I love the new direction. So it's up to them. And yeah.
Yeah, please send this document to each and every one of them. And guys, read it every day. You've got to have your dream board. You've got to set your aspirations. I've found so many people in my career who are afraid of success. They don't think they deserve it. When I talk about making $5,000 or $10,000 a month, in their mind, they think they do not deserve it. I'm telling you, you all deserve it. It's being handed to us. Take it, grab it, devour it. Don't stop. The only thing that creates failure in this business is people quitting. If you stay the course, you're guaranteed to succeed. You know, folks, I got involved in the industry back at the fall of 1998. I've been active 12 out of the last, 18 years. And this industry has created almost $14 million for myself and my family. Half the time, I didn't even understand the comp plan. I'm not kidding you. I am not joking you. All I did is go to work. I figured if I went to work, it'll work itself out. I didn't understand the compensation plan. I just went to work. That's all you got to do. Just go to work. Strategically, you cannot lose anything here. All you got to do is keep building, 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 building. You go out and make a sale a day, bring in a new 5-star every week, and within 2 years, you will pour the foundation for a multi-million-dollar business. And by the way, part-time, you earn $75,000 a year. One sale a day, one 10-star a week. If you want to take that course, you can. People say, what's the secret, Frank? How did you do it? What's the secret? There's no secret. It's work. Simple work. You just have to be consistent. And thank you all. Yes, thanks for your many thanks and appreciation. I appreciate all of you. And we have to do this on at least a monthly basis. I'm going to start working more intimately with this team. I need to, with this new program of Bronze, we need to target with Wayne 3 of you that are determined without fail that you want to become a global coordinator. Those are the 3 that I will work with the most. It's a huge commitment. I say a huge commitment, really, it's a joke. I mean, it's a joke. 10 teams of 30 people. Come on, guys. If we can create a coordinator in a week, even 10 days, that means a TC every month. And that's if you're doing one at a time. Right? So, thank you all for your time this evening, and wish you all the best. And we have a team training call on Thursday that all the team coordinators are welcome to participate in. Wayne, you'll make sure they get the link. This is a national team coordinator, presidential team coordinator team training. We'll be covering a lot of this again, but you know what? If you read this every hour for the next 24 hours, you've got to understand it. Why would you dance up the mountain with a bag of diamonds, but you wouldn't carry a bag of rocks? It's in your mind. We've given you the bag. And then pick it up and go. Thank you all, folks. I'll turn it back to you, Wayne. You guys have a great day. And I'll bow out at this point. Thanks again.
Thanks, Frank. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Okay, guys, so that was from Frank. I really appreciate him to doing that. I think it was an amazing webinar. I think it was a cracker. And yep, guys, it's ready to actually put, a commitment to all of us and to be accountable to each other. Thank you so much for coming on. Don't forget, at 8:30 is the training held by Dickie. He's been very kind to say to offer that opportunity to do training on all the products of AI Yellow, and he's really good at it. So, okay, guys, I'll let you go. Go make some tea, make some coffee. I'm going to go pour a whiskey, and see you on the webinar with Dickie at 8:30. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And guys, we can do this together. We can make mega changes in our financial future and all those that we want to help, okay? I hope you can see the reality of it. It's getting big, it's structured, it's a big ship, and it ain't going to stop. So let's get to it, okay, guys? All the best. First.